The world's oldest evidence of people capturing octopus has been dated around 1500 BC in the Mariana Islands of Pacific Oceania. Otherwise, the direct physical evidence has been difficult or impossible to find in most places of the world because octopus, squid, or cuttlefish do not produce bones, teeth, or shells that could survive in ancient food middens of archaeological sites. The findings in the Mariana Islands have involved the durable pieces of artifacts of octopus lures. In a larger Pacific-wide view, 2 forms of octopus lures have been known in museum collections. Additionally, historical documents and living cultural practices have confirmed the actual use of these creations as octopus lures. Of the 2 forms of octopus lures, one form in particular has been known most popularly throughout Polynesia, where generally it has been dated within the last 1,000 years, or since the year AD 1000. A large piece of cyprea shell or cowrie shell serves as the primary bait for the octopus. The shell is attached to a stone weight that sinks to the seafloor. A person can wait to attract an octopus to the shell and then activate a toggle to hook the octopus. People say that the device looks similar to a rat when it is being used. Traditional folklore mentions how the octopus and the rat were rivals or enemies. Of course, an octopus ordinarily would not interact with a rat, and instead the octopus is baited by the appearance and movement of the cowrie. Although this form of octopus lure has been known most popularly and celebrated culturally throughout most parts of Polynesia, it was not the oldest form. Another option of an octopus lure has been identified in West Polynesia, such as in Tonga, where it has been dated as early as about 1000 BC. Now, this form of octopus lure has been identified in other sites in the Mariana Islands, dated even older, around 1500 BC. This older form of octopus lure used much the same concept as was seen in the later dated versions. The major difference was the use of at least 2 separate small pieces of cut and drilled cowrie shell fitted tightly over the sinking weight stone. Examples from historical contexts and museums have been rare, but they have been documented in Tonga. Mostly, though, they were more popular during much older time periods, represented primarily in archaeological layers dating back to about 1000 BC in Tonga. The same artifact pieces of octopus lure riggings have been described in ancient archaeological site layers of Guam, Tinian, and Saipan of the Mariana Islands. In some cases, the context and dating were unclear, but now the dating has been confirmed as early as 1500 BC in the deeply buried layers at House of Taga in Tinian and at Unaibaput in Saipan. According to these findings, an early invention of the octopus lure rigging can be traced at least as old as 1500 BC in the Mariana Islands, and then later this tradition extended out as far as Tonga in West Polynesia by about 1000 BC. Another more recent version of the octopus lure used a single large cowrie shell developed by the year AD 1000, and this more recent version became most popular in Polynesia. The oldest artifacts of octopus lure components in the Mariana Islands happened to be found in the first ever habitation layers in the remote distance island world of Pacific Oceania. This ancient context around 1500 BC may have been the origin of people inventing the compound piece octopus lure tradition. So far, no such artifacts have been identified in older site layers of a potential homeland source in island Southeast Asia. Outside the Pacific Islands region, the traditional and pre-modern ways of catching octopus generally have involved baskets or nets that have not survived in archaeological contexts, as well as hooks or spears that could not be differentiated from general-purpose fishing gear. Another relevant line of evidence, though, involves artwork portrayals of octopus and cuttlefish, such as seen in pottery of Mycenaean and Minoan traditions dated as old as 1500 BC, about the same age as the octopus lure artifacts in the Mariana Islands. The cultural meanings of these artworks could be interpreted in various ways. The octopus has been an important animal in many societies, not only as a food resource but also as involved in cultural perceptions, beliefs, and traditions. The archaeological evidence can encourage new ways of thinking about the long-term and potentially changing relationships between people and their animal world. For instance, what compelled people in remote Pacific Oceania to invent the multi-part compound octopus lure tradition, dedicated solely for capturing octopus, when people in other regions of the world employed different and simpler technology? Similarly, what may have been the reasons for developing the later version of the octopus lure? Furthermore, what may have been the cultural concepts and perceptions about octopus and other animals? For more information about this research, please check the resources in the video description and the comment section. Additionally, in the comment section, you are welcome to share your ideas, experiences, and suggestions. As always, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.